Hey,
Nice.
join
That
my
was quick.
stream. Fury's gonna be fighting a Chinese player or something, I think. Can't remember. He's
It's not
Chinese or Korean.
interesting. He's just gonna win. You already know.
I don't know, dude. Let's do a BKS mirror with Fury while we wait. Let's go, idiot. Haha. Can't meme me. GG. That hurt my feelings. Someone's got low endurance. I got it. Oh, smart. The 5,000 IQ. That's illegal. That's illegal. Stop it. I will get you. Huh. I'll get you. I will do it. Ooh. What? Oh no, you don't have Estus? Fucking goofball. Damn it. that was a good warm up for Fury. That's definitely going to be some good practice. We'll prepare him for the fight, because he's definitely going to use 2 and a Black Knight shield. 100%. Alright, let's go and get him. Doge. Oh, are they just gonna start fighting? I think they're just gonna start fighting. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just watch. Alright. Nice staggered R1s from Fury. We have risky R1s from Naiba. That was a good punish. Not sure what happened there. Some backswing. Latency is high enough for S-Stock to backswing. That's can be a little difficult. Ooh, that was not safe to do, but it almost worked. That was a good comeback from Naiba. Fury, the back pedal whiff punish. Trade, and he comes in just thinking that Fury will not trade again. That was good on Fury. I'm sure he knew that he could swing out of that and at least trade at that point. So that's 1-0 for Fury. Looks like I don't have to do much. Oh, he's doing something. Neat. Alright. Got Naiba again. Fury at the bottom. So that's 1-0 in Fury's favor. Stop fucking calling me, cunt. Fury going with the S-Stock. I believe he's on a dark build, though. That's an interesting choice for a dark build. Trade. Kicks out of it. That's a smart thing to do when you trade, although at this latency you risk trading with the kick, so it's probably something that he assumed he could do on all latencies. Looks like he's running Chaos and Dark S-Stock. Naiba is staggering those. I'm assuming that is so Fury cannot R1 out of it easily. R2. That was interesting. Naiba doing most of the aggression here, it looks like. He's backing off, but it looks like he's playing a little more passive. And Fury aggressing now. Trading. And Naiba gets priority right there. Fury with the rolling R1. It's getting a little close. And Naiba takes it. At this latency, it seems that if Fury blocks Naiba's offhand S-stock and he goes into a regular R1, he has to dodge it on reaction in order to dodge it. He can't set up roll that, so that's interesting. However, I do have something I'm thinking about. It looks like as if Naiba has the offhand S-stock as chaos, which is, I don't really think that's the best option for him. Offhand S-stock should be what you are starting most actions with, and in that case, offhand S-stock being dark would make you pressure slightly better. Although, I could be wrong, he is getting 28 chip with that offhand S-stock versus Fury's shield, and I could have it mixed up. 28 chip is about how much you would have on a dark S-stock on a regular R1, or the shield. Given that it has broken chip, and it only does half of what it would normally do if it were any other weapon. Aside from daggers, that is. Right, Fury jumping in because he has the biggest game. So it's 1-1 Naiba Fury right now. Alright. So Fury's getting a little closer. I believe he switched it up to offhand stock and Goddard's. Maybe just Goddard's. Yeah, offhand stock and Goddard's, it looks like. Getting caught in that R1 spam. Naiba looking for an opening, getting hit with that R1. Tried to space it, but it didn't work out very well. Hits Fury with a rolling R1. Fury ring swaps. Combos into S-stock, doesn't get the roll catch. Fight's getting a little closer. Does not get a roll catch there. He's doing good at running back and then going back in. That was an interesting roll catch. Both trade running R1. Naiba comes out, they trade again. Naiba winning the trades by a good amount. Counter hit. And ooh, getting caught in R1 spam. This is close. Gets hit with a, oh wow, he blocked it and it saved him. And Fury gets roll caught. That seems like it would be an annoying setup to roll. Thank you for the follow, JZ. Fury's getting caught with those R1s coming out from the off stock into the regular one. It's quite interesting. I think he does have the off stock as dark now that I'm looking at it. Either that or he's got both. This is nice. Let's see what new messaged me. Fury. I am wondering what Fury is doing. I'm not sure exactly what Fury uses on the regular when he's really trying. What I do know is that he was memeing with R2s in the early fights, so I'm not sure what was happening there. The score is 2-1 Naiba, right? Yeah, 2-1 Naiba. Alright. Gets hit with the rolling or running R1. trade. There we go. Oh, that was an interesting, that looked like a little bit of packet delay right there. It's unfortunate. Doesn't get the hit, gets a roll caught. Ooh, getting caught near a corner. He got out of it though. Taking a lot of damage. He's gonna have to play well to come back from this. Rolls to R2. And Fury takes it with the trade. Naiba's sign right now. I think I should mute Discord for now. Just go ahead and do that. Mute Discord, there we go. Not because I don't want you to message me, just because it's a little loud. I don't want it to get in the way of my voice. It still played a sound. Excuse me. I just muted you, Discord. Can you not? There. Do that. Okay. Noob, if you're watching this in the future. It sounds really loud to me, and I'm just afraid it's gonna interrupt my talking too much. Be nice if I had my second monitor set up so I can have Discord and Twitch chat at the same time. Alright, Fury using, that looks like off-stock red hilted, and Naiba using his dual S-stock setup still. In theory, Naiba should have the advantage here. Interesting hit there. Around, it looks like he's trying to whiff punish. Although Naiba is making a bit of a mistake here. Kicks out of it. Alright option. Coming out with the pressure. Fury quickly turning that back around into hitting Naiba. Hitting Naiba again. Fury with some clean rolls and a roll catch. Nice attacks. Alright, he takes out Naiba. Naiba is making a fatal mistake here though. Hello, Fury. Oh, he's wants to get summoned. Naiba, unfortunately, I see what he is doing. What he is doing is he is waiting for Fury to attack out of range, and he is attacking as if it was low latency. And now the problem with that is when you do that, your attack won't connect and hit them fast enough to get them in their recovery. So in order to actually punish at a latency such as this, you have to be in range on your screen as you're attacking. So you essentially will need to predictably space, and then when you know you are safe on their screen to R1, you don't even really pay attention to whether or not their attack will hit you on your screen, and go for the punish. It's an interesting thing to get used to, especially when it's already hard to have the reaction time to punish certain things. when you throw latency into the mix, you have to have even lower reaction times, and you have to space predictively on a lot of occasions, especially versus a bait setup such as Fury is using. If Naiba can turn that around, it could be that he is just misjudging the latency, and that is why he is playing like that. I'm eager to see whether or not he will turn that around. Right now it is currently Fury 3, Naiba 2. Using, I believe that is Black Knight Goddard's. Coming in with the preemptive R1s, nicely timed, a trade, Fury still ahead. Looks as if Naiba is not ring swapping. Nice roll catch. Oh, Naiba getting close to a corner. That is a bad place to be when you got a straight sword on you. Fury coming in with some aggression. Nice whiff punish right there, and that was a nice run around too. That was good. That was clean spacing by Fury. That was very nice. So that is Fury 4-2 Naiba. Oh, Naiba's sign is down there. I think I completely missed it. I'm in my own little world, fucking being dumb. Could be that Naiba is adjusting to the latency. So far, the things Fury has been using have been, I would assume, or I would say in my opinion, is a little better when you don't have a perfect read on the latency, but it also could be that Fury is just playing better. I want to see whether or not Naiba will adjust and change his playstyle accordingly. Naiba getting hit, probably assumed you could outspace that. Fury with the ring swap. Again, it looked like he was trying to outspace it for low latency. R1 spam by Fury and a roll away. Not getting too greedy. That is why kicking at this latency is that bad. That is a prime example. Nice job by Fury. Unfortunately for Naiba, he died. The problem with kicking at that latency is when you trade like that and you try to kick out of it, at low latency it works fine. Your kick will likely reach them before they collide with your model on their screen. But in situations like this where the startup for the attack is actually pretty close to the latency, you can kick and still trade, and that's very not good. It was started. I'm not sure what you mean about that. By that. The match has started. Currently the score is 5-2 in Fury's favor. Fury using the S stock. I wonder if he's going to go with that against Naiba this round. Naiba possibly switching to Warbanner? Spears can be very difficult to maneuver around at high latency. This might be a very good option for Naiba. Let's see how this works out. Fury, it looks like he's going with the S-Stock. Fury spacing that spear very well. Getting that hit in before the rope bomb glides. Dodging those nicely. R2, that's interesting to see. Chaos S-Stock. Oh, and he gets comboed in from the rope bomb. It's a nice staggered R1 by Fury. Unfortunately for him, it didn't connect. Naiba ran around it correctly. Fury coming in with the pressure after that R1. R1 spam. Naiba trying to run around the S-Stock like it's low latency. Another tell that he's expecting it to be a lot lower than it actually is. He's now one hit away from death. Fury looking to just trade, possibly pressure. That was nice on Fury. That's a very good thing to do when you have that much of an HP advantage over someone. If they're using a weapon that's hard to pressure into like that, it's very nice to go in for silly hits just to possibly even trade. As long as you know you have the hit advantage and you will trade. That would be Naiba 6, or Fury 6, Naiba 2. I'm seeing a lot of signs that Naiba is not adjusting to this latency quite yet. He's doing a lot of things that, if it was low latency, would probably be working very well, but unfortunately, because there is quite a bit, it's not working out. Adjusting to latency in fights is one of the hardest things that you can possibly do as a PvPer. It's really interesting to see when people start to learn how to do it. Naiba sticking with Warbanner. Fury with the first hit in already. There goes his Lloyds. Fury sticking with Chaos S-Stock. Fury getting hit. There we go. He's starting to roll things instead of trying to run away now. It's probably smart on his part. Yep. Nice rolling attack and running attack. Staggered R1s coming in very nicely. Naiba looking for an opening, it looks like, and he just got it, punishing a rolling attack. Not making the greatest use of the rope fire bombs, but they are there. Looked like he was trying to avoid the tracking of the S-Stock. Didn't work out. Used a fire bomb to get him off his tail. Fury R1ing out of hit stun. Likely because he has the HP advantage. Or wait, no, on this side, I think Fury actually has the HP disadvantage. Yeah, he does. I wonder why he's doing that then. That's interesting. Naiba taking a lot of hits. Getting caught by the spear, and Fury goes down. It's unfortunate for Fury. One interesting thing people don't think about too much when it comes to latency is the fact that even though an attack looks like it may not reach you, it can, which is sort of common knowledge to everyone at this point. But the thing that a lot of people don't think of is even in the startup of the swing, if I take, for instance, a war banner and I do a running R1, the spear goes out to a certain distance, but it does move forward at a speed. It doesn't start out at that distance immediately like a pike running R1. And when the latency reaches a certain amount, it can actually hit you in the middle of that animation before it moves from like this point out to the full extension. And if you try to roll when it's at the full extension instead of just rolling as soon as you can possibly get hit by that. Same thing happens with glaives and scythes. So it may appear, in theory, he might have tried to roll that really late to do something, and he may have gotten hit early, it appeared on his screen. It could be why he turned around but didn't roll at all, because it didn't look like he was trying to run around to outspace it. He's going with the split leaf now. I wonder if it's chaos as well. I would assume so. Actually, almost looks like it doesn't have an element. Naiba with the 2 R1s. Fury trying to just go for big damage, it looks like, instead of playing really safe. That is indeed a dark split leaf, if I'm correct. What was that? That was interesting. Not sure what happened there. Definitely a dark split leaf. I think Fury would be better off going chaos. I'm not sure why he opted into using dark. Switching to the off stock. Interesting choice. Not necessarily a bad one though. Goes for the trade and doesn't get it. So just off stock again. Pressure. Naiba not budging though. Ooh, almost traded there. Not sure what happened. I would have bet the Fury be in hyper armor. I guess not. Fury looking for the big damage trades and not getting any. Oh, and he barely misses that attack because he angled it away at first. That's unfortunate. Getting almost hit by the rope fire bomb. And he finally gets hit by a combo. Naiba still not letting it get to him though. He's got the HP advantage. And Fury loses the combo. That would have been the fight. Is Naiba going to take it because he lost the combo? It looks like he might. Fury playing very safe. And he takes it. Uh-oh, I have made a mistake and I have lost track. Uh-oh. It's not fucking messaging me. Gosh. believe it's 8-2 Naiba. I unfortunately have lost track. I got too caught up commentating. I can always just do a live count afterwards. It should either be 7-2 or 8-2 in Fury's favor, I believe. I'm more focused on the fights right now than anything though. Less focused on the counting of who's winning. Fury going for Cell Swords versus War Banner. That was an interesting attack after those L1s. Getting hit just by R1s, that was interesting, Fury. Whiffing the L1s. Naiba holding strong in the defensive move. It looked like he just got a double hit there. Didn't trade with Fury. Fury coming in with the roll catches. Oh my. That was a huge fucking combo. Jesus, and Fury takes another 291. It could be over for Fury. Is Naiba going? Oh, he's going for fucking big brain shit. That was a nice swap, and Fury goes down. Holy shit. Wow. Can someone clip that? I think Naiba got a double hit on his War Banner there. Wow. That was 1,000 damage combo in 3 hits with a War Banner. Holy shit. That was, as Brenna would say, big damage. Holy shit. Naiba switching over the plow. Or is he staying with War Banner? It looks like he switched 2 and back. Two-handed War Banner should have the advantage over plow. There isn't much reason to go plow unless you are running a dual weapon setup. Naiba sticking to the plow. Looks like Fury is either going S-Stock Goddards or dual Goddards. What are you using, Fury? Oh, straight sword right hand. I believe that is S-Stock Goddards. S-Stock Goddards getting hit by those R1s. 500 damage taken straight to the face. It's unfortunate. Naiba with the staggered R1s, doing very good with that so far. Fury just barely not missing, or barely missing. Naiba dodging that very well. That was very good spacing right there. That was very good spacing too. It looks like he's trying to bait Fury into coming in and getting hit by the spear. His defensive play is getting better for this latency. I'm liking that. Fury trying to run around the spear, getting hit. 700 damage. Naiba having a big HP advantage. Let's see if he goes for the forced trade. He could totally do that. He's going to stick with the spear and take Fury out. He didn't do Fury dirty. I would have. I would have pulled out a fucking dagger or something mean. Because I'm a cunt. Interesting that he did that. He must not have been worried because he had such a big advantage on HP and didn't want to switch at that point. I am wondering how much they are both trying right now. Naiba not spacing perfectly for the latency just yet. Fury seems like, I don't know, I'm not sure if they're using their full potential yet. It seems as if Naiba is not spacing super good for the latency and Fury's sort of using meme things, but I can't be 100% sure, because those are also things that are quite a bit easier to play at this kind of latency. The weapon setup sort of plays itself when you know the button inputs and the timings for things. Switching back to sword and board. See how that does versus War Banner. Nice pressure by Fury, doesn't get the backswing though. Running L1, dodges the spear, takes some chip. Staggered R1s into running R1, into multiple R1s. Nets Fury 500, I believe that was damage. Almost getting punished by the spear right there. That looked like it was close. Running in and out of the spear range. Nice punish. Almost hitting Fury, and he goes for the trade. Nice job by Fury. It's possible. I'm not really sure how you would fight spear with sword and board. Probably similarly to S-Stock, just with different spacing distances. Yes, Fury spacing quite well for this latency. Hello, King Shrimp. Alright, you're fighting yourself, Fury. I think it's 9-3. I'm not sure. Probably turn that off. Trading. I have no damage indicators now. Turning HUD off was not a good idea. I'm going to miss part of the fight because of it. That's unfortunate. My bad. see who's got the HP advantage. I think Naiba actually does at this point. Fury spacing very, very good right now. Getting hit by those R1s like crazy, that's unfortunate for Naiba. Fury has the HP advantage by a lot, jeez. Okay. Looks like he might just go for trades. Naiba with what looks like a Cestus out. I believe he might be going for a parry. He's pulled out a Rotten Grew Dagger. That is a very annoying weapon to fight. Fury switching to the Corvian. And wow, that was close. Almost died there. Fury getting hit. Naiba's dagger play looks pretty good. Of course, he is playing more defensively with the dagger than Fury. Because I believe he is one hit away from death. Naiba recovering the FP. Ooh, it looks like Naiba has some regen on. Interesting. And he goes down. Fury resetting. Thank you for the follow, Bravity. I believe that's how you say it. Or Bravetti. You know who you are. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, King Shrimp. Fury is a very good player. He's doing very, very good right now. Naiba pulling out the Corvian and a plow? Nope, or banner. Fury red hilted off stock. Ooh, that actually looks like it might be the Lothric sword. No, that is S-stock. S-stock red hilted. I think this might actually be a good setup versus Spear. Fury's spacing very well around the Spear. Almost got that big damager too. Trading and Fury loses the trade. Fury's still spacing really good. Now has the HP advantage. Nice running attack. Ooh, he caught Fury right there. Unrelenting pressure on Fury at that point. Now their stamina bars have basically switched, and it switched for a second. Fury was pressuring him. Now it's essentially reset. Fury taking some damage, and he backstabs Naiba. Wow. Didn't kill him, I thought he was dead. Fury comes back to finish him off on the wake up. That was nice. Yes, Fury's S-Stock is nice. Well, because there's so much latency between Naiba and Fury, at that point Fury rolled. I believe he rolled pretty early there. Naiba's back would still be facing at a direction where he could backstab it. Waiting for Fury's son. There we go. Hey Tig, if you are here, do you think you could tally up the amount of wins for each person? I lost track, I think 6 rounds ago, and I can't remember. I believe I could possibly be 1 or 2 matches off on the count. If you could go back and do that, you'd be my best friend forever. You just look in my VODs, and this stream will be in the VODs, and you just count up the wins for each player. Yeah, just rewind. Because I save all my VODs, they're immediately available. Fury getting caught. Messed up the spacing a little bit. Thank you, Tig. I really appreciate that, man. You're the best. Naiba getting caught by... Ooh. That looked painful. I wonder if that R2 comboed into that R1. It possibly could have. Fury getting caught by that. Fury R1ing out because he knows he has advantage. Good choice. Naiba playing defensive spear. Seems to be working out pretty good. Caught by that. That was a late catch. That looked painful. Caught by the S-Stock. Ooh, Fury almost caught by that. Ooh, and he does get caught. That was some nice spacing by Naiba. Ooh. It almost looked as if Naiba tried to go for the backstab there, but didn't get it. Fury comes out with the trade and wins that. Nice fight so far. Fury had some better armor, he'd be at much more of an advantage, but unfortunately Fury is taking a lot more damage than Naiba is taking. And that is leading to him almost dying in several cases where he does trades. That also has something to do with the fact that Naiba is using War Banner and it is buffed. Therefore, it will be doing more damage. So Fury's sort of gimping himself right here by not using good armor. I wonder what he's thinking. It looks like he's switching to Greatsword. I wonder. Is that S-Stock? Is that S-Stock Greatsword I see coming? A favorite of Invaders. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but... Oh, no, it looks like he threw it away. Looks like he didn't want to do it. Alright. What is that? Corvian. Corvian versus Screwdagger 2.0. A trade, and Naiba wins that trade even with Lloyd's Ring, it looks like. Is that correct? Wow. That's interesting. Fury definitely will lose a trade with that Screwdagger. Fury getting some big damage combos in. Naiba's trading ability is not looking very good right now. Ouch. Just going in for the trades. Not the best choice in that situation, but I think Naiba's possibly hoping Fury would roll away or something. Not seeing Naiba's sign. Not sure if he's coming back. Might just be switching a build. Oh, I like that. Not seeing Naiba's sign. Where's his sign? What did you do to him, Fury? What did you do to Naiba? Oh, there he is. Doge, Doge, Doge. He switched builds. I like that. This guy's names. They're great. What a legend. What's he using? Oh, it looks like he might be on a better build for a dagger. Ooh. Oh no, is that a poison build? Oh no! It could be over for Fury. Poison builds are very, very difficult to fight sometimes. Ooh. The good thing about this is that Naiba can play safe without having to worry about not getting damage because of the poison. Didn't trade there. Unfortunate for Naiba. Fury not yet poisoned. Damn. I can't tell if Fury just has high poison resist or if he's not on a poison build. That was unfortunate for Naiba. My. I gotta BG me. Get out of here. $54, $34 in the straight. Fury 10, Naiba 5. $13.5. $13.5? There we go. That's the one I was looking for right there. Sick. It appears the score is 13.5. That seems right. That seems spot on. I was one off then, and one of those was for Naiba. Thank you for that, Jay-Z. You and Tig are fucking MVPs of this stream. Everyone go fucking follow Jay-Z and Tig. Real MVPs here. Also, Prawn has Big Gay. Hey Samtron. S-Stock Follower Saber. Ooh. I used to use... Oh, he's healing. Oh, okay. I used to use off-stock Curved Sword way back when. It's actually a pretty decent setup. In my opinion, it's even better than Straight Sword S-Stock. Because you get that better pressure capability. Oh my. Those shield pokes are strong. Naiba appears to be a Chinese player. I could be wrong, he might be Korean. Not 100% sure yet. I have him added on Steam so I can check. I'll do it after this fight. Fury with S-Stock versus this. The BM R2s. Naiba coming in with some good pressure. It's solid. Fury sticking with the S-Stock. Ooh, and he just barely whiffs that. Unfortunate. Fury goes down. 13-6. Naiba. Naiba is Chinese. He is a Chinese player. Based off of his name. S-Stock R2 is actually the worst R2 of all thrusting swords. doing R2s in general with a thrusting sword is not a very good idea. GG Fury bad. Aw, come on, let's not BM Fury now, please. Come on, guys. We don't need to be doing that. What is the, how do I zoom in with that? I can't even remember. Is it like... Is it R2? Oh, it's not R2. I can't remember how you zoom in with this. Oh, it's like square or something, isn't it? Going with the human pine resin on his curved sword for a buff. He could double buff. I'm not sure why he isn't. Fury getting the backswing, ends up winning that trade because of the backswing. Ooh, gets Naiba. Not sure if that was because he didn't start up fast enough or because of tracking. Fury coming in with preemptive R1s. Nice combo from Naiba. Rolls out safely. Goddard's L1s. Ooh, the trade. Naiba wins that trade. Another winning trade. Fury getting hit by a running attack. Pressuring Naiba as well. It's getting pretty close. Naiba rolling those instead of trying to run around them. Good sign that he's adjusted. Naiba wins that trade again. Oh, and he gets hit, so he no longer can possibly trade out the rest of this fight. He now has to play safer. And he gets hit by a Strayer one. I believe that was Follower Saber Prawn. And I think he's on a sharp build. Doesn't Karthus Shotel have more range? On running attacks one-handed? I thought it did. I know Karthus Shotel has a lot of range on running attacks one-handed. Let's see. As a sharp build, the Karthus Shotel isn't really going to chip worth a damn anyways, so you might as well just go all out for range. That was... You stopped that, mister. Yeah, that's definitely Saber. 100%. Starting off the fight with the trade. Fury's sort of getting BG'd right now. And oh, didn't do a big combo. Almost did. Switching to double Tear Stone. Did not expect that. That probably explains why Fury's got the really bad armor. Fury's probably on like a build meant mainly for swapping and such. Oh, it is so hot in my room right now. Naiba doing a lot better now. I think he's adjusted for the latency a bit. Wondering how much longer this is gonna last. What they're planning on doing. It's far past BO9 point. Not sure what they want to go to, or if they're just doing this for fun. A Fortnite gamer, oh god. Oh shit. Oh fuck, is Fury actually gonna slap on big boy armor now? Oh fuck. What's this? Fury bringing out the BG armor. Here we go. Oh man. What on earth? Fury now winning the trades, possibly. That was a Lloyd's hit, I think. I would say he's probably winning those trades now. Fury not winning the trades. Boy! Come on, man! Why are you not winning those? It's actually probably because he has Leo, and I would assume that's why. Damn! Fuck, Jesus, those are some big dick combos right there. That was nice on Fury. Backswing on the S-stock gets Naiba. Naiba's still struggling to pressure Fury. That was a lot of damage for that one combo. My score is now 15-7 Naiba. Yeah, every single Chinese player panic rolls. There's none of them roll on reaction. It's a myth. Based off just this one player, you can deduce that, I'm sure. double Goddards, I think that is. Maybe? I don't know. You panic roll more than Grim, that's horrible. Double Goddards. Hold up. Did he just switch to S-Stock Goddards? He did. Ooh, Naiba getting hit by those R1s. Out space by him. Fury doing some good spacing. The old roll away, turn around, and then attack. It's a good option to set yourself up for at this latency, and Naiba goes down. That was quick. That's a nice thing you can do if you, let's say, you attack like this, and you roll away from their attack. They try to whiff punish you. Neither of you land. You roll away, and they start coming towards you. You can turn back and do that. Most of the time, that sets you up for a good whiff punish. So, like, by the time you actually turn around like this, if you see them start to attack, you know you can actually safely R1 and go back in. And if your reaction time is fast enough and the latency isn't super high, you're able to get a punish in. So that was a good maneuver on him. That's what I was talking about, predictive spacing. You gotta space for things before they happen, and then roll or attack depending on whether or not you know you'll be safe to punish. It's one of the hardest things to learn for this game by far. The mix-ups, the timing for things, that's all easy compared to spacing like that, considering that you have no visual indication of whether or not you will be safe. It's an entirely intuitive thing that you just have to learn and get a feel for, and I think that's what separates the good players from the bad players in situations like this. And both of them are doing quite well. Fury's doing a little better, and so far that has been showing. Naiba's still showing that he's a strong player, though. Fury might be going Onyx Blade now. I think Naiba's going back to dual S-Stock. I want to see how Naiba deals with this. Because I haven't seen any Chinese players use greatswords like G9 and Gabri do. That looks like what Fury is doing right now. Is that an S-Stock I see offhand? Are you going to BG this guy, Fury? I'm going to call it right now. Fury gets a trade, he switches to offhand S-Stock and starts pressuring like that. I'm predicting that right now. But it looked like he let Fury buff. Right there. The good manners. Naiba getting hit right there. Nice trade. Fury not switching to that offhand S-Stock yet. And there it is. For a second. Another trade. Looks like he's going for trades to finish Naiba off. And they kill each other. Nice. Naiba turned that around and didn't let him get a clean win. That was pretty good. I'm going to count that as a draw. Score is 16-17 right now. If I count that last one as a draw, pretty confident I haven't missed any so far, now that I've corrected it. 16 being Fury's score, the 7 being Naiba. Naiba having a little less than half of what Fury has and wins. Could possibly make a comeback. Fury, is that split leaf I see? That is indeed split leaf. Naiba using S-stock Goddards, I think that is. What is he pointing at him for? Not sure what that was about. Oh, just got hit by a random weapon art right there. Fucking nasty trade for Naiba. Fury looking like he's not getting combos though. I'm not sure why he's doing this. It's almost like he's intentionally not comboing for some reason. Oh, it's interesting. An interesting maneuver right there. Quickly turned around twice. Fury having an HP advantage here could just go for a trade. There we go. Fury, you silly goose. Fury, I got the best setup in the world right here. Look at this. Use S-stock dagger. No, it's gotta be main hand dagger. Main hand dagger. Main hand dagger. Come on, dude. Where's the main hand dagger? Yeah! Yeah, boy! Got him. Is he gonna use it? I don't think he's gonna use it. Use Cell Swords? Versus Warbanner again? Trading. Fury wins that trade. Nice. Dog getting pressured. Fury winning that trade again. Maybe that's why Fury chose this setup. Because he can win trades when he pressures. That could be a very real possibility because he just won that trade as well. That might be why he chose sellswords versus spear. Oh, getting... I thought he got caught by that, but I guess not. He's still hit Naiba too. Fury hitting Naiba and safely getting away. Going for the roll attack. Naiba very low, and he goes down. Rest in peace, Naiba. My legs are starting to hurt from sitting down so long. You don't have to only do one more just because my legs are hurting. You can keep going if you want. I don't mind. I'm good. I'm assuming you're in stream because you just said that. Alright, man. I hope you're not doing that just for me. And you're doing it because, like, you possibly have something else to do. Alright. That makes me feel better. Alright. This should be the last match, according to Fury. Let's see. Looks like he's running Goddard's versus his War Banner. Fury going in with the trade, losing the trade, even with Lloyd's, getting hit again. Getting hit by the spear, going for the backstab, getting it, come on. Let's see if he gets the wake up for the straight sword. Staggered R1s, the backswing probably would have done better. Unfortunate, but he still got the backstab. It's a little more even now. Naiba still on a sharp build, it looks like. Possibly quality or heavy. I'm guessing sharp. Ooh, Fury backing him into a corner a bit there. Getting another backstab. Let's see if he goes for the backswing instead. Nope. Looks like he escaped out of that quite early. Oh no! Oh man, Fury barely survives that. They're both one hit away from dying. Oh my. Wow. That was intense. And Fury just gets a roll caught out of nowhere. And he goes down. Oh, poor Fury. Alright, man. I'll let him know. So it looks like the final score is 18 Fury and 8 Naiba. Let me message our boy here and tell him that Fury said GG's. It's that one. How do I... Steam Friends list isn't working out of here. Well, I can't message him GG's from the in-game browser. I'm gonna have to tap out. Steam freezing for some reason. Just not even working at all. Excuse me. Man, I love the new Steam fucking UI, dude. It's so great. Well, that pretty much concludes it. I'm gonna hop off stream and then I might get on soon after. I'm not sure yet, but I'll make sure to tell him GG's. Thanks everyone for coming and watching. It was fun hosting this. It's the first time I hosted an event like this, even if it was a small one. Hopefully I can be in more in the future. And if you haven't already, follow if you want to see more Dark Souls related stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go get out of here for a little bit, take a little break. Bye guys.